All right, my lovies. Well, I'm taking a break from putting my groceries away to have a cup of coffee with my friends. So yeah, go ahead, get yourself a cup of coffee, tea. Hey, maybe you're like my plain vanilla grandma and you're just gonna go ahead and get yourself a Dr. Pepper. Go for it, babies. Anyhow, we haven't had a Tales from the Step Stool in a long time. Oh, I gotta get the step stool. Don't worry, there's always one right in reach. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and set that up here. Just rest my foot on it. Yeah, that's good. Anyhow, thought I'd have a cup of coffee with my favorite lovies. This is my favorite coffee cat. I had to nuke my coffee up because I let it get cold while I was doing my grocery haul. Anyhow, if you watch my last grocery haul, you probably think, that woman does nothing but drink coffee and sit around and chit-chat with her friends. Well, I am very fortunate because people stop by and see me, and that's nice. I appreciate it. Anyhow, I thought we would have a little Tales from the Step Stool because we haven't done that in about 1,000,000 years. And yeah, I couldn't think of a good one. But gave it some thought. Thinking a little bit more clearly today than others. Anyhow, I thought of a great story to tell you about my mom. So my dad died in the early 1990s when I was in college. And then in trying to find my mother a date so she could get herself a new husband, that's how I met Andrew, through the personal ads in the newspaper. For the next 20-some years, though, I was my mother's wingman. Yeah. We would do things to try to find her. Let's try to find me a date. We tried all kinds of things, and with varying degrees of success. But one of her favorite things to do was to call me. Shorty Vaughn, when is your next day off? And, Mom, my next day off is Thursday. It's always Thursday and Friday. I always had Thursdays and Fridays off, and that's just fine. I'd never minded one way or the other if I worked on the weekend or not. So yeah, my next day off is Thursday. What are you doing? What plans have you got? I don't have any plans, Mom. Housework, yard work, chores. Well, don't do that. Do those another day. Get Andrew to do those. Yeah, right. And let's go to lunch. Make you think, hot diggity, you going to go to lunch with your mother? That's awesome. And I went to lunch with my mother a lot. But going to lunch with my mother, that was all subterfuge. Yeah, that's not what she really wanted at all. Pick me up, drive me around in my car, and let's go meet myself a man, and you are my wing woman, my wingman. I don't know, whatever. Anyhow, that's what that really meant. Yeah, it was code. It wasn't, I love you and you're my favorite daughter, let's go to lunch. It was, yeah, you'll talk to anybody in town. You're not afraid of anything. And yeah, let's go meet me a man. Where would we go for lunch? Well, Golden Corral. That was her favorite. That was her favorite lunch joint. Let's go to I drive over there. And she did not live close. She lived like 33 miles away from me. So I would drive 33 miles through the hot desert heat, the sun blaring in my face, and when you're this size, that sun visor, that's a joke. That's just some tall person's laugh at you. The sun's in my eyes, and it's hot, and your air conditioner doesn't really start to work until you get wherever it is that you're going, and 33 miles on your day off is terrible. I'd get over there. We'd sit down at the table. You want a cup of coffee? Well, of course I want a cup of coffee, Mom. She'd pour me a cup of coffee and come sit at the table. And where do you want to go to lunch? Mom, I don't care where we go to lunch. Wherever you want to go to lunch, because I get out all the time back then. My mom hardly ever got out. Where do you want to go for lunch? It's your special day. What do you want to do? And she'd sit there and she'd think about it, and she'd scratch her head, and she'd go through her coupons and see what she had a coupon for, and she'd sigh around it a bit. And she'd say, Shorty Vaughn, you know where I want to go? No, Mom. Surprise me. Where do you want to go? And the back of my mind, I'm like, please, not Golden Corral. Please, not Golden Corral. Please, I want to go to the Golden Corral. Okay. Okay, for those of you who don't have the Golden Corral, it is a all-you-can-eat buffet. It is not inexpensive. It is, you know, lunch is like $12, dinner is like $20. It does include a beverage, but as buffets go, it is fairly decent. It is mostly clean. Stay out of that chocolate fountain. That's a cesspool. Yeah, don't do that chocolate. Yeah, I see kids put their fingers in there, and adults too sometimes, and lick it and go back for more. And yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. What you all do at home is your own business, but keep your fingers out of the chocolate fountain at the Golden Corral. It's nasty. But everything else is very well supervised, and I hardly ever see anybody, you know, cross-contaminating things. Now, one thing that I do see people do is take the spoon with them from one thing and go dip it in another. That kind of wigs me out a little bit, but, you know, so long as it's not like, you know, the ladle from the ranch dressing going into the fish or what have you, I don't really care. Anyhow, my mother loves the Golden Corral because they have everything under the sun. They have steak, they have chicken, they have fish, they have 6 different kinds of potatoes, and I honestly like the salad bar, and it makes my mother mad because I like to hit the salad. That's a waste of money. You could eat salad at home. Get yourself something that you don't eat at home. You know, get yourself a big old steak and blah, blah, blah. I eat steak at home. I like a salad bar. Anyhow, we would always argue because I hit the salad bar, but that wasn't the point of going. Lunch was secondary to our mission. And yeah, she says, we're driving over there to the Golden Corral, and she'll say to me, you know, I might get myself a nice gentleman over at the Golden Corral. I said, well, you might, Mom, you might. She said, I sure hope we can get our table. Now, our table was not close to the buffet, but it was close to the front door. So she could scope out the gents as they came on through. So, yeah, the door would open, and if a single man came through, she was on him. Yeah, she's scoping them out. She's watching them walk up, get your tray, get your, you know, your plates and your everything, and look at that one. Look at that one. What about him? Did you see the butt on that one? Mom, I don't want to hear about your new husband's butt. You know, well, I ain't married him yet. Like, yeah, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to, yeah. Look at that one. He's got a butt just like your father. Ew, Mom, I don't. My dad weighed 125 pounds. Yeah, soaking wet with clothes on and change in his pocket. He did not have any kind of a tuchus on him at all. Yeah, flat as a pancake. And he's got a, yeah, really? You don't think maybe a little bit more meat on your bones? And that was her, oh, just watching him. And she's watching to see if a woman comes behind them, or if he gets his tray, he's standing at the dining room entryway to where all the tables are. Nobody comes up, no ladies are with him, and he's looking around. Tanya, get up and go offer him to sit at our table. Okay. So I get up and go over. I'm trying to eat my lunch. She don't care. She don't care about me. You can eat another time. Go get me a man. So I walk over to this nice, unexpected gentleman and ambush him. Hello, sir. My name is Tanya. That lovely lady over there, that's my mom. Her name is Georgia. And we couldn't help but notice that you were looking for somewhere to sit. Want to know if you would like to come join us for lunch. Sometimes they said yes, and my mother was thrilled. And sometimes they would just give me this look like, why are you talking to me, strange lady? And no, thank you. meeting a friend, or I got no thank you, and just walk away and give me a crazy lady look. I'm used to that look. Don't bother me one bit. Anyhow, if we could get one, a live one, get him over to the table. And I just kind of like fade back into the corner and let the two of them talk and what have you. And my mother, she lacked nuance. And one of her opening lines is, "I'm single, how about you?" And you could just kind of ease into that. No, I'm not beating around the bush. I ain't got time to beat around the bush. We don't have enough life for that. At this point in our lives, we're playing beat the clock, not beat around the bush. Okay, all right, Mom, whatever. But yeah, she lacked nuance. She scared a few of them off. Sometimes let me give you my phone number and you can call me sometimes. Oh, okay. How about you give me your phone number? Anyhow, yeah, my mom didn't have a cell phone, and they would ask, yeah, you can call me on the home phone. She didn't want them to know that she could not hear well enough to even have a cell phone, even if she wanted to. She was profoundly hard of hearing, which is why a lot of times I speak very loudly because, anyhow, I was my mom's wingman for years. And we would go to the Golden Corral, and I would hit the buffet. I would hit the salad bar. That was my favorite. She'd get herself a steak. And, if we couldn't get a gentleman to join us, it was a long, long day over at the Golden Corral. Let's just stay a while. Maybe we can go again in a few minutes. That's a lot of food, Mom. That's a lot of food. But yeah, that's how we would spend our afternoons on my days off, trying to get my mom a man. You'll go out and talk to anybody. I've seen you do it. I've seen you ask people questions and tell them personal things about yourself. Anyhow, trying to get my mom a man over at the Golden Corral. Our efforts were for naught. Sadly, she never remarried. She did have a series of boyfriends, gentlemen, companions, and what have you. But she found the best luck joining like a singles group in our area, and she would hang out with them, and they had all kinds of fun things and what have you. And even if you went to one of their events without a date, like there was always some man that also did not have a date, and you could just kind of like stand next to him and pretend to be together. Anyhow, find your mama a man. And so, I'm standing in the line at the grocery store. There's somebody that looks halfway decent, and, they've got gray hair. They look kind of like they're my mom, saying, "Hey, how you doing? Let me show you a picture of my mom." Who knew? Who knew I was Yenta? Who knew? Anyhow, find yourself a man. Find your mom a man. Please and thank you. I failed. But it wasn't for a lack of trying. Wasn't for a lack of afternoons spent at the Golden Corral trying to meet my mom a man. I kind of like a granny pimp. I think they call that human trafficking now. That's no good. Anyhow, Tales from the Step Stool. Super fun, super exciting. Thanks so much for watching. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I really got to get these groceries put away. That is the worst part of grocery shopping.